China, Russia, Spain, France, but none as stunning as the India cover with Deepika Padukone on it. She is really beautiful in person too, and I'm off to catch a confession or two. But before I met Deepika, here's a sneak peek into the behind the scenes of the cover shoot. Young, successful, and the proud owner of a new home, Deepika Padukone was undoubtedly the best choice for the first cover of AD Architectural Digest India. Deepika, congratulations! You're on the cover of the first edition. How does it feel?
Feels great. I think it is the leading magazine in interiors and architecture, and I heard from Anita, in fact, that they were launching, and I was really excited when they decided to have me on the first cover. I'm really happy that that I get to share space with people like Prince Charles and Will Smith and his wife, and I know like the best in the world have been on the cover, and I'm glad that they've come to India, and I'm happy for the magazine.
We hear that you've recently got a new home and you've done a lot of designing in that. So tell us a little bit about that. What's the inside info?
I actually got my mom's friend to do the interiors for me, but I was also very particular about what I wanted and the kind of home that I wanted, and I'm glad that she and I kind of worked together, and I have a place called home now.
What do you love about interiors and design?
I don't know. I've always believed that that a space should reflect your personality. I think a home should not be about what is in. Just like fashion, I don't think one should just follow trends blindly. I think a home should be a reflection of your personality.
While Deepika dazzles her way through the cover story, I'm off to meet the editor of this brand new magazine. I've also managed to catch up with Manju Sara Rajan, the editor of AD Architectural Digest. How are you feeling today? You must be so proud.
We're very excited. We've been working on the magazine for several months now, so tonight is the night.
Oh yes, it is, and it's a beautiful night. It's a fantastic event. We love it.
We've even got the moon, so everything's coming together.
What do you think Architectural Digest brings to the table as a magazine?
The most beautiful homes in the world. It's our tagline. It's what we've done for almost more than 90 years, and now it's in India because we have the kind of homes that are AD. So, the most beautiful homes in the world.
Okay, which part of the magazine has the editor's personal touch?
Well, I mean, with any magazine, it's a combination of, different people and different things coming together. So I have a fantastic team. So even though I started planning it, ultimately the execution is all about my team. I mean, I couldn't have really done it without it.
Okay. And what part of the magazine, according to you, is an absolute crime to miss out on?
The Well, AD Spaces, which, like I said, the magazine is about beautiful homes. And of course, it is also about art and design and interiors and everything, but the homes are something that we're especially proud of. We have 11 homes in the first issue, out of which 7 are Indian homes.
It sounds very exciting. Okay, so you have Deepika Padukone on the cover of the first edition.
Yes.
What prompted your choice?
Well, for us, Architectural Digest in India is young. It's for young people who are design-wise, who are interested in their home. AD was part of Deepika's research for her home. And she has just moved into a new house, and the way she went about it and the way she curated it is really how we see our audience.
I'm very excited about this magazine. I'm really looking forward to it. All the very best.
Thank you so much.
See you later. Okay. How about some seriously creative interior tips after the break? unusual shapes and out-of-the-box ideas. With the guests as creatively inclined as we have here today, this seems like a good place to collect some interior tips.
When you're doing a home, what's very important is to have a sense of who you are and to have a sense of your environment. I mean, you can't pretend you're Italian living in Delhi if you're an Indian, but a home should serve your needs. Even if you have a decorator, it should reflect your personality.
You know, whatever you do, don't play with mirrors. That is such a cliche and it's like done to death, so don't do that. But yeah, keep it open, keep it clutter-free, empty. Use one point as a focal point and build the rest of it around it, and I guess you have your space.
You should mount a lovely, wonderful Jamavar on the wall. You should definitely have one of the carved doors, but treat it in a very modern way. Lots of metal work in urns and everything. Definitely a tanjore, but of magnanimous proportions. And the fifth, well, you know, there's so many of them, it's very difficult to, but I'd say that it would have to be something from the south, and probably, you know, one of the south pillars. So a series of them, that works beautifully.
From Chettinad, I think the wood carving, I think the grass mats from Kerala, fabrics from Benares, glass from Firozabad. 4, one more. I think some stone carving and marble carving from Rajasthan.
I would take the crafts of Kerala. I would take the morphologies of Rajasthan. I would take the sensitivities of Kashmir. I would take the discourse of Bengal. I would take the pluralism of Goa, and I'd bring them all into my home. I would celebrate the diversity of India at the best way that I can.
I think that India is so rich in art, and you know, the Mughal influence is a very strong influence. So I feel that that kind of era has a lot of influence in my design as well. So architecture, Indian art, and also the colors and the vibrancy, all these elements put together eclectically can work really well.
Well, you know, one can at the entrance have the Himalayas, you know, one can in the bedroom have the Ganges, and, you know, we can go down with, you know, Ajanta and Ellora as we move to the bedrooms, and, you know, and maybe the backwaters at the back of the bathroom, and some fishing nets at the study.
With tips as quirky and interesting as these, designing your home is bound to be a riot. And before we know it, we're at the end of this celebration. But there's one more reason to head home happy tonight. Wow, this is one loaded brick. What a great way to end the evening, and what a great way to launch AD Architectural Digest into India.